reaction after we finish with this video. You know what I mean? This is basically Shannon Sharpe and Ocho kind of reacting to, because Drake put out the Heart Part 6, and that's kind of circulating around. Some people are speculating, saying that Drake is done with the beef. You know what I mean? Pause, whatever necessary. Against Kendrick Lamar, he's not going to make any more responses. They're kind of going off of Drake saying that, Kendrick, if you're willing to lie this much, I'm just going to keep letting you do it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. He's not going to go back and forth with it. It's kind of what he's saying. But I don't know. You know what I mean? So shout out to Shannon Sharpe, Ocho. They end up kind of reacting to this. And Shannon, in a sense, is kind of shaming like Kendrick Lamar for putting out the false information, on Drake. Let's listen to this real quick. Shout out to them.
It? Oh, I tweeted it.
Let me fast forward this a little bit. They got to do their promotion. They got to get paid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Shout out to them.
Own parents, son, security guard, label affiliates. Drizzy is not claiming that he intentionally fed false information to people in hopes that Lamar would unknowingly use it in a track.
That's a good thing, huh?
We can't play the song.
Yeah, we can't. Copyright?
Yeah, they can't play the song right now because I think Drake ended up releasing this to DSPs. The problem with that, copyright claims. One thing I will say about Kendrick Lamar, shout out to him and his team. They are, at least not putting this out there publicly, but it seems like a lot of the people that are playing Kendrick Lamar's records are getting their copyright claims removed. So I don't know. Shout out to him, and I was one of them. I put up the I think it was like Euphoria or something like that. I played, and it got hit with a copyright claim. I got hit with one by Drake's. I think it was like UMG, and then I got hit with Kendrick Lamar's company or whatever that he's dealing with, and then Kendrick Lamar's team just removed it. So it's kind of indicative of what everybody is saying. Like Drake's team, I had to, deal with my network, and they still working on removing the claim from his part, but it's kind of what happened with DSP, so they can't play the music.
But listen, Kendrick Lamar said that Drake had a mole in his camp. So maybe if
they fed him that information.
So obviously he purposely told somebody who went back and said whatever it was. So I'm assuming it justifies the mole being in the camp and him purposely sending information that's wrong. So
it wasn't a mole. It was somebody that they perfectly gave information to with the hopes that if they leaked it,
right,
K-Dot would use it.
Right.
Right.
Shannon Sharpe know what he's talking about, right?
He used it. I mean, I'm assuming that's how it plays out. So
right.
I know the show is going on right now, and every time Drake has released something, K-Dot comes right back and responded. So he might have responded already. He might not. I'm not sure.
Right.
But I'm curious to see. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this wholeheartedly. Some people are on Twitter like, okay, I wish y'all would hurry up and wrap this up. This is enough. Well, don't listen. Don't listen to it. I think for him,
and y'all gotta remember, Ocho's a battle rap fan, man. He's with all of the drama. You know what I mean? So he with it. All the smoke. Shout out to him. He actually thinking about coming to battle rap and battling. So shout out to him.
This is good. And it's exciting. It's fun. Summer's coming up. And again, like I said, this is like a 7-game series of a NBA finals with two of the biggest in the game going at it.
What's the end result?
Using the pen, huh?
What's our end result? What are we hoping for in the end?
Hoping for in the end?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the end game is. That's a good one when you put it like that. So when Jay-Z and Nas were beefing, what we were hoping for then, I'm not sure. We have two of the best lyricists. Yeah. We have a great lyricist and a great musician, a great artist. I think the two aren't one and the same, and I'm not sure how to really define that. I think Chat can probably put it together a little better than I can. But I just like it. It's exciting to me. And where it ends, I have no idea, but I'm going to enjoy the moments right now and just be talking about this years from now. We'll be talking about this this quarrel.
Yeah. I think, see, look, I can wear a lot of different hats, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
But when you start putting that pedal, that pedal, that jacket, you start putting that other stuff on me, bro. I can't. That don't fit me.
Exactly. I'm with Shannon Sharpe on this, bro. Like, nah, bro, you can't like. It's one thing to say like somebody's ugly or I mess with somebody's girl or something. When you put that on some, that's different, bro.
Here's the thing. Even though it's a rap beef or a diss or whatever, you know some people gonna believe that now.
Right. Oh yeah, always. That's why you have to fire back, and that's why they.
But even if you fire back, because here's the thing. This is how our community works. So check this out, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said something like me. Well, Shannon, if you're not that, why respond? Okay, I don't respond. Well, he didn't respond, so it must be true.
Right.
Exactly. So, because I seen DJ Akademiks and Joe Budden, they were kind of talking about this. And Akademiks talked to DJ Head. That's the guy that's basically spot on when the predictions are gonna. He's predicting like when the drops are gonna happen. You know, DJ Head ended up doing a interview with DJ Akademiks, or he got on DJ Akademiks' platform, and they talked about that. And you know, DJ Head is kind of like, yo, like it's kind of is over. You know what I mean? Like at that point. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
So how do I win? So if Drake doesn't respond back, if it was true, if it wasn't true, he'd have said it.
Right.
He responds, hit dog holler.
But you know, like Kendrick Lamar, you know, talking to, I think he was talking to, who was it? Not Kendrick Lamar. DJ Akademiks was talking to Joe Buttons, was saying like, yo, Drake shouldn't respond to this because it puts him on offense and he looks weak. Bro, you can't have somebody like Kendrick Lamar with the fan base of Kendrick Lamar thinking that you a pedo. I agree with what Shannon Sharpe is saying. Like, people will believe like whatever these dudes are saying. Y'all gotta think, man. Like, we work like 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, right? At our jobs, whatever. So we at work. When we get time, then we're going to look on social media and Twitter or see what's going on. And some people go on TikTok. Some people go on Instagram to check the highlights, maybe Hip Hop DX, or see what Complex is talking about. Maybe some people checking in with Akademiks to see what he's talking about. People are working, you know, and have busy lives. A lot of people don't spend a lot of time on social media like somebody like me, you know. So if Kendrick Lamar is putting out that Drake is a pedo, and like one of the coldest lines of the entire battle, on at least on Kendrick Lamar's side, was the A minor line, right? With that song, Not Like Us. That was a fire song, right? With a line like that, and you going back and forth with this guy, you gotta like clear you gotta say something about that, bro. You know, you can't just let that linger. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Y'all feel like, yo, Drake was kind of weak by responding to that? Should he have ignored it? Like what, you know, Akademiks is saying, yo, just ignore it and keep moving forward. Maybe take some more time and then drop something. I don't know, man. I think he had to get ahead of that right now, bro. So I'm in agreement with Shannon Sharpe right now. This is something serious. Somebody put a charge on you like that. This is different, bro.
So how do you win? How do I clear my name? See, I don't like when you impugn, because to impugn a man's name, and people like, well, Shannon, you ain't say nothing about that. I said, bro, I ain't willing to impugn someone's name on an allegation. Right. Because I understand sometimes just the mere mention of impropriety is enough to change people's perceptions of said individual.
Right. But at the same time, like, I agree with Shannon Sharpe, right? But at the same time, this is a battle. So the battle is to create whatever narratives that you can on your opponent and get them out of here, you know. But I feel like there is a line, right? But, you know, in the back and forth, maybe it's not a line. Like, both of these guys have mentioned each other's kids, and, you know, like, these guys can get emotional over certain sensitive topics. So maybe Kendrick Lamar is just like, yo, like, I see certain things and I'm running with that, you know, and he's got fans that's going to believe whatever he say. And I see it like when bloggers are beefing, we going back and forth, you know, like you can say whatever you want to say and somebody is going to believe it, you know, and some people don't fact check, but, you know, it's a good thing. Like, we got people that will fact check certain things, but like in a beef like this, yeah, you got some people can speculate on whether or not what Kendrick Lamar is saying is true or false in terms of what is Drake a pedo or not. But at the same time, man, like, we don't, like, people gonna believe whatever they want to believe about these two artists, man. So I'm with Shannon Sharpe on that, man. Something like calling somebody a pedo, nah, bro, that's crazy. And you gotta think, Like Kendrick Lamar done already had like 2 minutes or something like on Meet the Grams line about Drake having a kid that he obviously doesn't have. Like we just forgetting all of that. Like Drake said, like, yo, like we fed you the information and you just ran with it. So he doesn't have another kid, and Kendrick Lamar is still leaving that song up, which I think is crazy, bro. But at the same time, it's a battle, so.
Why would I even want to be a part of that?
Right.
I said, y'all don't get it. See, it's easy for y'all to say, but let somebody said your father or your mother or your brother was a pedophile.
Right.
Would y'all like people tweeting that? Oh, now see, this is what I learned in Ocho. Chase, stay with me now. Stay with me, Ocho.
I'm with you.
As long as it's somebody else, we don't have no problem saying information.
Yeah.
Or information getting out. Mm-hmm. But if your family, someone you love, someone that's close to you,
where it affects you,
now you got a problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You need to think about things that you're saying when you put things on people's name.
Right.
That you have none. Mm-hmm. You have no idea where it's true, but you just run with it.
Right.
But when somebody run with something, as mine is with your family, keep my family name out your mouth.
Yes, sir.
Oh, why you got to keep it out your mouth? You ain't had no problem putting somebody else's family name in your mouth.
Yeah, but Shannon Sharpe at the same time, this is a battle, bro. You know, so Kendrick Lamar, I think it's a little bit of a leeway in a battle, like to keep it real. It is, you know what I mean? Like in battle rap, people be making up all kind of narratives on people. It's just the pedo narrative, bro. I'm not rocking with that. You know what I mean? The kid that you can low key, Kendrick look crazy saying it. You can low key give him a pass on that a little bit. But the pedo thing is like, it's kind of wild. You know what I mean? So I see why. But then Shannon Sharpe and Ocho, they got to kind of think about what they're saying, right? Like they can't be solely on Kendrick's side and solely on Drake's side. You know, they still trying to blow up their platform, which is already blown up. But I'm sure they want more subscribers and more viewership than what they already have. So yeah, eventually they're going to want to do like an interview with Drake or an interview with Kendrick Lamar or somebody like that. So they kind of got to watch what they say. So this is why things like this is interesting to me, to hear their perspectives on it. You know what I mean? But it sounds like Shannon Sharpe is more so leaning towards Drake, and then you got Ocho is kind of just leaning towards neutrality. Like, yo, this is a battle. They going back and forth. We just sitting here and we enjoying it. You know? So I don't know. Like, we gonna see what the play is.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
with something like them scarlet letters, Ocho, I don't fool around with stuff like that. I don't. Because I understand what that can do to somebody.
Yes.
And I wish we had a better understanding before we start throwing around stuff like that.
Right.
Man, you need to be...
Another thing, though, like what Shannon Sharpe is saying is right. Like, these are not regular people. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to say celebrities are better than us or nothing like that. Like, when you have, like, tens of millions of dollars, right, and then somebody is throwing around an allegation that this person is a pedo, people are looking for lawsuits nowadays. You know, like, and Drake Estate, like, they probably thinking, like, yo, like, nah, this dude is going. They watching what happened with P. Diddy and all that. You see people calling him P. Drizzy and all. Bruh, with allegations like that, then you get the law enforcement. They start looking into what's going on, and this can get dark. So it's not just like you battling somebody, just throwing out, like, oh, this person's mom is, you know what I mean? Like, she bi or this and that, or this person. Like, this is serious when you calling somebody a pedo. And I think that's what a lot of fans are kind of just like, we don't care. We just want the calamity. We want the fallout. We want somebody to just go down, you know, so we don't care by any means it's got to happen. But that, you know, like what Shannon Sharpe has said, like, I know what that can do to somebody, you know, so I don't know. It's kind of wild, man, but let's hear their perspectives on it.
Mm-hmm. There's a reason why people come to social media. There's a reason why fake news. There's a reason why they put it up there.
Right.
Because they know people are gullible and naive and that will believe it.
Right. Yeah.
Bruh. Kendrick Lamar still got people out here saying Drake got a kid. That's already been refuted, right? Drake done already denied it. He put out the Heart Part 6 saying like he don't have a kid, another kid and all of that. So he's like, his fans are still saying that he's got a kid. No, Kendrick Lamar is up, man. Like, he revealed that Drake's, he got a hidden kid. I'm like, y'all paying attention to everything. Oh, I ain't hear all the songs. I ain't hear. You see what I'm saying? So when Shannon Sharpe is saying, he understands social media. He's in a game of social media right now. Like, he puts out a post on Twitter, it goes viral. You know what I mean? Like, only so many people are gonna like fact check stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, it's part of it, man. It's the dynamic. When you battling somebody,
So when you keep,
it's things you gotta think about. You know what I mean?
saying, oh, somebody this, somebody that, just imagine if somebody said what this legend Drake is, they said that about your father, your brother, your uncle, your husband.
Right. You're right. You're right. But like you say, all gloves are off. It's a beef. It's a beef. So everything is a green light, whether it's been fact checked or not.
See, so Ocho is representing, in my mind, right? This is just like a person, and this is not a disrespect, a person that just want calamity. You know what I mean? Like, this is a battle. Like, somebody just, you know what I mean? Like, just destroy each other, basically. Like, he's representing that specific type of person in the audience. Like, he's a battle rap fan. So we want each other to tear each other down. He's looking at it more of a logical perspective, like, yo, like, you putting pet on somebody's name, bro. This ain't, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't something to play with. And he like, oh well. You know what I mean? Like, it's a battle. He can say whatever he want to say. So it's interesting to see the two dynamics at play here. Just a person that just doesn't care. You know what I mean? And then a person that's like, yo, like, these words, what they're saying is going to have lasting effects. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting with what Shannon Sharpe is saying, at least with this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whether it's been fact checked or not, And obviously, I don't know any of these two individuals.
I don't know. I met Drake.
I don't know their personal stuff.
No.
Obviously.
But see, you just heard him say, no, I met Drake twice. Could that have a impact on why he's, saying things like this? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's like, you got to look at everything in its totality. If he's met him twice already, maybe he could be fishing for an interview one day. And if he is, I mean, think about it. If he did a Drake interview, how many millions of views that would be? Especially right now, the prices have went up for Kendrick and Drake, bro. Like, y'all think that Cat Williams interview did something? If one of these guys can get a hold of a Kendrick Lamar interview right now, bro, it's gold. Kendrick is doing 14 million views a song. These are songs, not even a video. Drake's doing like 8 million, 9 million views on a video. It's crazy.
That's none of my business. I'm enjoying the surface value of the music and the beef at hand. That's it.
Yeah. So that's my thing is, Ocho. For me, I met Drake. Where did I meet him? The first time I met him at Adele, when she had that concert at the observatory, that Oprah that she.
See, him saying all of this is kind of, I don't know, man.
It was during the pandemic, and I met him, and hey, great to meet you. Blah blah blah. Short talk. So I've never met Kendrick Lamar, but for me, Ocho, I give everybody the respect. I ain't putting no information out there.
But at the same time, to be real, Shannon Sharpe, you interviewing a lot of people that's putting a lot of information out on people. You see what I'm saying? Like, you might not be doing it, but your platform is doing it, right? Because I've had like wild people like try to come onto my platform to go at specific people that they might not like. And I always turn those down because it's like, yo, it's kind of like, I might not be saying it, but if I got you on my platform saying it, it's kind of like, I'm kind of stamping that in a sense. You know what I mean? Not wholeheartedly, but it's like I'm kind of stamped. So I kind of stay away from doing interviews and stuff on different things. So like, yeah, you might be showing people their respect. But when you got like somebody like Cat Williams up there, like going in on everybody, and not everything Cat Williams said is 100%, some people can say. It's just like, just how you want to look at it.
Because you got to be careful, man. I mean, people work hard for their reputation. Right. It takes you a lifetime to build it. Yeah. And it can be in ruins in a matter of seconds.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ocho. You know, I think it's a big, situation for y'all to speak on this and talk about it because I want to hear y'all's perspectives, on what's going on. You know what I mean? Shout out to both of y'all. But come and rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. As far as who's winning the battle between like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, I think the Heart Part 6, I didn't really like the flow pattern and the slow tempo. I liked Family Matters. I thought that was fire. But Kendrick put Drake in a situation he had to respond. He had to say something, bro. So does that take away from like how y'all viewing it? I think Kendrick is up. I'm kind of in agreement with a lot of what people are posting, like getting the fans' interpretation and having fans vote. When I look at the voting, everybody's got Kendrick up. But I do feel like that Meet the Grams, you got to take points away from that. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's not like real information. As far as the pedo stuff, that's serious. But I will say, there's videos of Drake, you on stage with somebody that look young. You know what I mean? And you treating that person like they're a grown woman. So you don't know, like they said earlier, like we don't know these people. We know what they present to us through their production. You know what I mean? What their music and everything. Like, we don't know these people. We don't know how they really get down. You know what I mean? But that's just me being, like, real about it. Like, Drake, you never responded to that. Like, a lot of people put that out. You know what I mean? You on stage with this girl, and she looked like she ain't even old enough to be at the concert. And you kind of treating her like she a grown woman, bro. Like, that's real. That's not a lie. You know what I mean? At least with that. So now there's a visual. So you got Kendrick Lamar fans, they hearing that A minors like line that Kendrick had in that Not Like Us song, and now they can always reference that. Like, because I even said something on Twitter like, yo, like, Kendrick lied about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what we doing here? And people like, oh, he lied, and then they throw up that video. So it's like, that's something that's never been addressed. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I do feel like I said Kendrick is up. You know what I mean? But, and if we looking at Kendrick not being truthful as far as what's going on with Drake having a daughter and, just, throwing something up his pedal. We got to look at Drake too, right? So Drake is saying that Kendrick Lamar, women, you know what I mean? It's what Drake is saying. I haven't seen any police reports that say that. You know what I'm saying? The alleged victim hasn't come out on social media or anything and said that was true. At least from what I can see, she hasn't said none of that was true. So that's like a fallacy, right? Or it could be considered a fallacy. And then you got Drake saying that, Dave Freed had a child with Kendrick's girl. We don't know if that's true or not. We could just speculate on whether or not that's true. Yeah, she's still following Dave Freed. She unfollowed Kendrick Lamar. Were they just beefing or getting into an argument and she just, she mad that she even being brought up into this? Maybe an argument ensued and she just unfollowed him? Could that been what it is? But then Drake released the Heart Part 6, and he's showing, like, Dave Freed, like, commenting on one of the posts, like, of the child or whatever. So could it just be, like, Kendrick Lamar's got a friend that's just, like, a super friend, you know what I mean, that's super family-oriented, like, with his friend and just in support of her? That's kind of weird to me, because it's like, yo, if my girl, y'all got to think about this. If my girl, right, if she not rocking with me, but my friend is still on her IG liking all of her posts of her kids, and you know what I'm saying, like giving that's strange. That's not, you know what I'm saying. That's very strange. So maybe that's Drake saying like, yo, like what I said about Kendrick is not cap. It's real. This ain't cap. So I don't know, but I do feel like Family Matters, which was I think is the better song out of all of the songs that we heard. Euphoria was alright. I'm starting to like that a little bit more. Not Like Us was alright, but I think Family Matters was the better of all of the songs, right? I feel like Drake's disses to Kendrick Lamar, if I'm being all the way real, you know what I'm saying, sound better sonically. But a lot of the disses that Drake had to Kendrick Lamar was just stuff that Kendrick Lamar already talked about in Mr. Morale. Is really what it was. So it's not like really too much like new information, if you ask me. So I think the play Drake had was to, let's facilitate, infiltrating his clique, you know what I mean, and his crew and all of that, you know what I mean, and see if we can put some false information out there and he'll bite it. and he did, you know, bite the information. We see that Kendrick Lamar has been on his. If you go on the streaming services like Apple Music, you go on Spotify, all those services. Kendrick Lamar has removed the thumbnails. You know what I mean, from the services because he just found out that all of the thumbnails that he put out was false. So it's like yo, Drake just fooled him there, and then he got the kid situation, he fooled him, and you know, so I don't know. It depends on how y'all want to score it. But I think Kendrick Lamar applying pressure like he did, and all of this starting off of that one song, you know what I mean? And Kendrick throwing jabs, he got them so paranoid that they went ahead and started dropping like they did. It's kind of like it shows the impact of Kendrick Lamar, bro. You know, Drake dropped 2 diss songs, Push Ups, Tailor Made, you know, all off of Kendrick Lamar throwing jabs off because of first person shooter. You had J. Cole throwing, you know what I mean, throwing a song out there, getting the pressure from the fans like, yo, you got to do something. You know, when he talked about why he's conceding or dropping out of the battle, he said, yo, it didn't sit right with me. You know, I just fell into the pressure of the fans of what they wanted. You know, and all of this is because of Kendrick Lamar. This shows how powerful the impact of Kendrick Lamar is. And there is, you know, greatness to not coming out and being as active on social media, right? Because it allows people to be able to miss your content and wait for whatever you put out. And it's showing with viewership. Kendrick Lamar is out viewing Drake right now. He is. You know what I mean? Clearly by a mile. Every song, at least 14 million views. You know, that's big. You know, and then when Drake puts out a response immediately. You know what I mean? Put out Family Matters, Meet the Grams right away. And then, like, people started to give Kendrick Lamar a problem about Meet the Grams. He put out another song right away. You know what I mean? People say, oh, well, Kendrick don't have a song that sound as good as Family Matters. He put out Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all want a song y'all can bounce to in the club and play in the club? There you go. You know, so he was able to feed the streets with different types of content. You know what I mean? And I think Drake, you know, for the most part, he didn't just lie down and, you know, get rolled over. You know, he put out some dope tracks. Like I said, Family Matters, one of my favorite out of all of the tracks. But I'm starting to like Euphoria the more and more I listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. It was good to experience this in hip hop. I see Akademiks saying he feel like Drake ain't done. I see DJ Head. He's basically saying he feels like it's over. He think Kendrick Lamar done won. You know, so I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm trying to talk about everything, not just battle rap. Yeah, I can talk about battle rap. It's cool, but I feel like battle rap is kind of declining, you know, and I like to create. I like to make different content. So I'm not going to be sitting around for like 3 or 4 days for something to happen for me to talk about. It ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. Come and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.